Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Well, I have already made 3 videos on prepositions. In first 2 videos we learnt about preposition of time, and in the third video we learnt about the preposition of places, but we couldn't complete all the prepositions of places and their use. So in our today's video we are going to discuss the most important other remaining preposition of places, and we start from through, across, beside, in front of, behind, towards, and by. Now these all are the preposition of places that we could not discuss in the previous class because of the shortage of time. Well, first we understand the use of throw. Throw indicates a motion in the middle of something. For example, if you are in a class and the class has got 2 doors, you enter from the one door and you exit from the other door on the other side of the room or a class, then you can say that I went through the class. Now example number 1 that is written over here is that we drove through the tunnel. Now you must have seen that there are the tunnels in the mountains, and there are the trains and other things, other types of transport that goes through these tunnels. So when you go in the middle of these tunnels, you can use we drove through the tunnels. They came through a forest. Now a forest is also a place where you go in the middle of a forest and you go from one side to the other side, but from the middle you are going through, piercing the plants, the wild plants and other trees. Then you can say that I went through a forest. The example written here is that they came through a forest, means they came from middle of the forest. He came through a wedding gate. So when you come from the gate that is of a wedding ceremony, then you can say that he came through a wedding gate. If you are throwing a ball that goes from middle of the window, then you can also say that I threw a ball through the window. If there is a hole in a wall and you throw the ball through that hole, then again you can use through over there, because you are throwing something or something is in motion through that hole, in the middle of that hole. Across is used when you are going from one side to the other side of a thing, especially for a road. Across means going to the other side of a river or a road or something straight. If you're going straight and you are on the right side, you want to go on the left side, you will say I go across. He went across the river means you were on the one side of the river and now you are going to the other side of river. Then you can use that. He went across the river means he went to the other side of the river. He walked across the road means he went to the other side of the road. My house is across the bank means it is on the other side of the bank. There is road between the house and the bank. So you are on the one side of your house is on the one side of the road and the bank is on the other side of the road. So you can say that my house is across the bank. Beside means next to. Beside means at the side of or next to. If you're sitting on a chair and on your right or left, very close, if someone else is sitting, you can say that he is sitting beside me. The car beside the cycle is mine. He is standing beside the shop means next to the shop, very close to the shop. I will always be beside you means I shall always be next to you, or I shall always be very close to you. In front of means the position facing someone or something. Example, he parked his car in front of my house means exactly on the opposite of my house or in front of my house. I have a pool in front of my rest house. He was nervous in front of me. Behind means at the far side of something, might be out of sight. It is opposite in front of. So behind is the opposite of in front of. If there is something in front of you, means your face is towards that thing and you can see it. If something is behind you, means your back is there on that thing and you can't see that. That's why it's written that maybe out of sight is something which is behind you. He parked his car behind my car means his car is not on the face of your car but on the back of your car. Our pool behind my house go behind that tree means if someone goes behind the tree you won't be able to see him. Towards means a motion and direction of something literally or metaphorically. Take 5 steps towards the post and stand there. When you're going forward, then you can say toward. They moved toward the Labour Party. I walked towards the car when you were standing there. Now, the difference that we have to understand is here is between the towards and to. For example, if you are going to Hyderabad, but your destination, your last destination is not Hyderabad, you will move forward from Hyderabad somewhere else. You will go Nawab Shah. Then you can say that I am going towards the Hyderabad. Now, towards shows that Hyderabad is not your final destination. You will move somewhere else. If you say I am going towards Hyderabad, means your direction is towards Hyderabad. When you will reach over there, you will move somewhere else. But if you say that I go to Hyderabad, it means your final destination is Hyderabad. Now you can say that I am going towards Hyderabad, I shall go to Nawab Shah, because Nawab Shah may be your final destination. So towards is a preposition that shows the motion towards any direction towards any place. By means near to or next to something or someone. He had a house by the river. He was standing by the car. My flat is by the saloon. Now, by the means it can also be said next to, but it has some more meaning like near to, more than next to. So by means near to or next to something. He has a house by the river means next to the river. He was standing by the car means standing near the car. My flat is by the saloon means my flat is next to or near to the saloon. Up and down are very easy. When you're moving in the direction of higher position, you can use up. When you're coming down from higher position, you can use down. It's very simple. We were climbing up the mountain. Lift your hands up. John is going up to London means from here, lower place of the country towards the London. Climb up the stairs. Down indicates the opposite meaning of up. It means a motion towards a lower place or position. He was walking down the river. I am climbing down the hill. I think it's I'm climbing down. It should be I'm coming down the hill. Coming down means you're moving down. Climbing means when you're going over. So there is a mistake in this sentence. You can say I'm coming down the hill means you're coming down from the hill. Go down the stairs. Now between and among. Between indicates something, someone to be in the middle of two other things or persons. Alex is sitting between Robin and Robert. Now there are two persons. Alex is sitting in between them. So when we talk about that something is between other two things, we use between. And the cat is between the two boxes. The matter is between you and him means between two, or in some cases, in some dictionaries, it is also written in the explanation of using between that it can also be used not only with two but three, four, five, or the numbers that can be easily counted on fingers, you can use between with them. But among is used. Among indicates something, someone to be in the middle of three or more than other things or persons. When there is a crowd which cannot be counted in fingers, and then you can use among. For example, all the Muslims are brothers among themselves. So there is a great number, more than 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5. Under 10 you can use between. Here it is written that only between two things you can use between, but in dictionaries it is also uh, written that up to 10 or 7 you can use between, but if there are the numbers more than that you can use among. Alex is sitting among the patients, means patients are not 2, 3 or 4, more than 7 or 10. He is the best among them. Among all the people, John had the courage to speak. Means there must be many people. So that's why it is written when you talk about something is among many people, there are many people, you are in middle of these people, you will use among. So this is today's class, dear students. Now I have prepared 4 videos on prepositions, 2 on preposition of times and 2 on preposition of places, where we have discussed in, at, above, over, under, below, to, from, in, out, through, across, beside, in front of, across, again. So we have discussed all these prepositions. I hope that after listening this 2 to 3 times, it will be much easier for you to use preposition of time and preposition of places if you are asked in many tests and papers. So you will be feeling confident when you're going for any test or you are asked to use the prepositions in different situations. I hope it would be much helpful you. Now what you have to do is to listen it as many times as you can, share it with your friends and subscribe it, and keep waiting for my next videos. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.